Good evening. Welcome to Ignite Phoenix, at least my little corner of it. I'm Scott Tiernan, and tonight I'd like to talk about effective and practical ways you can support the troops. First of all, just let me say that this is not a time for politics. This isn't a time to say, I like the war, I don't like the war, Bush is an idiot. This isn't the time for all of that. Right now, the time is to focus on the individual effort and the individuals that are sacrificing for us. Wow, 15 seconds is a lot longer in practice. So at any rate, what does supporting the troops really mean? To me, it means three things. It means appreciation for that individual that's actually doing something for us. It also means assistance. Government does a great job of assisting, but unfortunately, not everything is taken into account. And families also serve. These are the folks that actually have to cope when their man or woman of the family is left behind. They're the ones that have to pick up the slack. And because half of the troops out there right now are either National Guard or reservists, they're losing a lot of income in the process when somebody goes off. So it's really hard for them. And it's also hard to identify the families that actually need help, and there are some real needs. And we should care because these are the people that are protecting our freedom. They do make the ultimate sacrifice a lot of the time and actually give their lives for us. And like I said, there are some real needs out there. So what doesn't work? A lot of us have heard about care packages, packing up a bunch of stuff. They already have a commissary on base. A lot of those needs are already met. Letters to the troops are fine, but if you don't have a specific member that you're doing it for, at that point, it's probably not going to get read. Everybody probably knows somebody right in your neighborhood right now who either has a deployed soldier or they're somebody serving. They're not going to ask you for help. Look for opportunities that you can help them. Offer a service on a schedule, mowing the lawn, cooking, something like that. If you see somebody in uniform, thank them for their service. Buy them lunch or a cup of coffee if you have the opportunity. And if you're a business owner, your help is really needed. For giving an afternoon of labor or some merchandise, you can feel good about what you're doing for the community at the same time meeting a real need for somebody who needs it. Operation Homefront is one organization who is doing a lot in order to help out those people serving for our country. One of the things I notice on here, E6 and lower ranks. That means these are privates, corporals, sergeants. They're lower ranks. These are the people that are going to have the most needs. There are some ways that you can volunteer. There are some ways that you can donate money. But one of the easiest ways, if you go on their website, they actually have TGI Friday nights where you can go out to eat, and 20% of those proceeds will be donated to Operation Homefront. Soldiers Angels is also another great organization doing a lot of good work. And it's not just soldiers. They serve every type of service person, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. You can adopt individual troops. Right now there's 722 heroes that are available for adoption. And you can send them weekly letters, monthly packages. And when you have a relationship, it actually lends a little bit more support and a little bit more morale boost for that person. Arizona Coalition for Military Families. They also have a lot of great information. For instance, April is Military Child Month. I'm not sure how many of you were aware of that. Joint Services Support is another great website, serves all areas of the military, and it lets you know how you can help in their lives as well. And they also have some military culture training, so it brings you up to speed a little bit on what these men and women go through. If you're on Twitter, anybody on Twitter here? Might have heard of it. Anyway, there's some great things that you can follow that will give you a little bit more idea about what's going on, what the real needs are out there, and they have practical ways to do it. This is my favorite right here, Cup of Joe for a Joe. For $2 a cup, you can actually buy a cup of coffee for somebody serving in a forward operating base, either in Iraq, Afghanistan, or somewhere else. They actually have several locations. Right now, though, what we said, this is about action. It's time to do your part. I have all the links posted on my website at azbubba.com, and go help the men and women that are helping us. Thank you.